Very good morning to you all, my dear students. Today I am there with a wonderful story, and it had made me remind my childhood days. As in, when I was child of your age almost, at that time even we were used to watch TV serials, and one of them was Vikram and Vital, and in that serial there were all the time shown some stories, and that too along with the morals. So here is the story, which is again one of that stories of Vikram and Vital. So now we'll read out the story today, and then we'll find out the moral of today's story. So let's start up with the story. So here the name of the story is The Four Magicians. Let me tell you that this is the story about four brothers. So let's see what happens to those four brothers and how they become magicians, right? This is one of the stories that the demon Vital told the wise king Vikramaditya. Each story ended with a riddle, and if the king did not answer it, even though he knew the correct answer, Vital threatened that his head would burst into 1,000 pieces. However, if he answered, Vital would vanish and the king would have to catch him once again. Here is one of the stories that he told the king. So, I mean, these lines are still making the things visualize in my eyes, that how these things were, presented in the that serial. That, what was the strange thing in that serial, in that program, that was Vital was used to tell these stories to Vikramaditya, and then Vikramaditya had option to answer it and not to answer it, but he was conditioned to give the answer when he knows the answer. If he didn't give after even knowing the answer, then he would be turning into 1,000 pieces, so which was even quite threatening for him. And if he was telling the answer, in that case Vital was moving from that place, and again Vikramaditya had to catch him, right? So this was the scene. So that was the strange condition for Vikramaditya. He was stuck in such condition that what is to be followed and what is not to be followed. So then let's read out. Once a man named Krishna Swami lived in the city of Patliputra. He and his wife had 4 sons. However, both Krishna Swami and his wife passed away while the children were still young. Their greedy relatives tricked them out of their property. So here, what are we reading up? That this is the story of a city of Patliputra, where a person was living, where a man was living whose name was Krishna Swami. He was living there with his wife and with 4 of his sons, and his wife and he himself was died even when the children were quite young. They were not even able to earn their livelihood. They were quite young. You may see from the picture even how young they are, right? So their greedy relatives tricked them out of their property, and the boys were left penniless. Since they were young and did not know how to earn a living, they decided to go to their maternal grandfather's house. So now their relatives had befooled them and had taken the property of their parents, which had been given to them after their death. So what they had no option for that. So that is, they were penniless. So how could they even get the basic necessities of living? That is, they were not able to get food, water and clothes to live. So then they decided to move to their maternal grandfather's place, so that they at least live their life after getting these basic necessities. So now let's see what happens there at their maternal grandfather's house. So next we have, they reached there after a hard journey, only to discover that their grandfather was no more. However, their uncles gave them shelter and the four boys continued with their studies. So now earlier we didn't have these phones and good much means of communication. So they those boys even didn't know that their maternal grandfather is dead, because of the less means of communication, right? So when they reached there, then they got to know that their maternal grandfather is dead, to their destiny, to their unluck. So this situation has come. So now what happened, their uncles gave them shelter though, and the four boys continued with their studies. So now here they were continuing with their studies and were given the place to live, and they were even getting the food by their uncles. As the months passed, this kind treatment started to wane, and they were no longer treated well or given enough food or proper clothes. So now here we are getting to know that after living there for many months, so then their uncles had changed their behavior towards them. So they were not even given good food, and they were not even given proper clothes to wear. So now the treatment even was not good to them. That is, they were even scolded all the time. They were even put more burden of work, and then they were not liking the lifestyle therein. The boys did not know what to do. One day, as they sat together thinking about how to end this pathetic situation, the eldest brother said, "What shall we do now? We cannot continue to live like this. It seems to me that we should master some skills which will help us to earn a lot of money and be free of our present problems." So here the boys are quite confused at what is to be done in this pathetic situation, where their situation is like very bad. So then they are thinking to come out of this situation, and now what they have planned, after discussing with each other, they have planned that they should learn something. They should learn some skills, as they were not able to earn their livelihood. So now for earning livelihood, they wanted to learn these skills, to master some skill, so that they use those skills for earning money, and then in that case they will not be dependent on their uncles anymore, and then they would be even out of this bad condition. That is, they would be they would not be getting disrespect by those family members where they were living. So now here they think that they will be able to earn lot of money, and with that lot of money they would be living happily, and they will be out of these problems where they are stuck. All the boys liked this idea and started discussing what kind of knowledge they should master. After some discussion, they decided that it would be best if they acquired magic powers, which would help to bring in a steady income. So now here, they have decided to master some skills. So now all the boys are agreed on the same idea, and now they are thinking that what is to be acquired, what knowledge is to be gained, which skill is to be learnt. So now after some discussion, what they decide? They decide that it is the best thing if they acquire some magical powers. And now after deciding that they will learn some magical powers, they thought that they will earn good amount of money. So now they think that with this plan in mind, each of the brothers set off in a different direction, north, east, south and west, to learn different magical skills. They planned to meet again at a particular time and place to see what each of them had learned. So now here what they have decided that as though they didn't have any idea that what is to be learned. Only they had the master plan that they would be learning some magical skills. So now what they would be doing, they would be moving on to the different directions. One would be moving to the south, and the another one would be moving towards the north. So this way the four would be choosing the different four directions, and then after learning some skills, after mastering some magical skills, they would again be meeting, and the time was fixed for that meeting. So now they have been starting this plan of learning some skills. Many months later, when the time to meet came closer, all four brothers started out for the appointed place. They were very happy to see each other again and asked what each of them had been able to learn. So after many months, the time had came when they had to meet each other. So now when they reached on the appointed place, that is on the decided place, when they reached together, they all were quite happy to see each other. They all hugged each other, and then they finally wanted to ask each other that what the other one had learned. So they were quite curious to talk about their own skill, and even more curious to know about the skill which the other brother had learned, right? The eldest said, I have mastered a particular kind of magic. I can cover the bare bones of any animal with the right kind of flesh. So the eldest one is saying that he had mastered a particular kind of magic. What magic he had mastered? He had mastered that if there are scattered bones of any animal, then he is able to put the flesh to those bones, right? And then the second said, I have learned how to add skin and hair of the animal after flesh has been added to the bones. So now the second is saying that that's good. I mean, the sequence is moving on, because the second one is able to create skin, to make the skin available on the flesh, and then hair even after the flesh has been created on that bones. So now it's a good sequence running on. So then the third said, I know how to create the limbs of the animal whose bones have been clothed with skin, flesh and hair. So now after the skin, hair and flesh is given to the scattered bones, so after that, that third brother is able to create limbs in that skull. So now what is there? Again a proper sequence is moving, isn't it? And the fourth said, when such an animal is fully formed, I can breathe life into it. So now here again the proper sequence is completed. This fourth brother is able to put life in that created animal, right? So that's good sequence, although they didn't decide what to do, but luckily they have decided the correct sequence. I mean, everybody has learned the different skill. So if they all, those skills could be combined, then definitely the things are going to be a magic. So that is why they have been called four magicians. After getting the powers, after getting the magics of those four brothers, definitely a wonder is going to be there going to be present there, right? So then let's read out further. The four brothers were very pleased to discover that they had all acquired skills which could be used together for their mutual benefit. But first, said the eldest brother, we must prove our skills to one another. So now, although they are there with the idea that if they use their skills together, then definitely they are going to get lot of profits. So now here the first one says that, but still we are to prove our skills to one another first of all, then only we can start working together on the same project or the same thing. So they went into the forest to look for the bones of an animal to display their knowledge to one another. Soon they found some scattered bones of an animal. So now, with an idea to prove their knowledge to each other, they have started moving to the forest and then wondering for the scattered bones therein, and finally they found the scattered bones of an animal. So now after that, what happens? And the first brother used his magic spell to cover the bones with the proper flesh. Then the second and third brothers added the skin, hair and limbs. So now here, after finding out the scattered bones, the first brother has put the flesh and the second brother has put the hair and skin to that, and then what the third brother has done, yes, given limbs to that. And then finally what the fourth brother was able to do, he would do that. And the fourth brother was able to get that created animal breathe, right? So now let's see what happens. When this was done, they saw that they had made a lion. As it was the turn of the fourth brother, he said, see, I will bring it to life now, and muttered a spell. So now here, after that skull was, that, you know, image was created, not only image I should say, the limbs, the skin and the hair and all were created with that scattered bones. So then later on, what they have got to know that this belongs to a lion. Here comes the turn of fourth brother. So now, as he was quite proud of his skill, he told that now he would be showing his skill by putting life into that creature. So now here he puts life into that creature after muttering a spell. So now what happens? As soon as he did that, the huge lion arose, stretched its limbs and roared loudly, showing its fearful sharp teeth. Then before they could realize what was happening, the lion charged at the four brothers and caught and ate each one. So now look on to their foolishness. If they got to know that it is a lion's creation, it is the body of lion which they have created, then they should have not given breath to that creation, just because of that daring, just because that lion is quite daring. And then here what it has done, it has arose and stretched its limbs, and then finally caught and ate all the 4 brothers one by one. Thus the 4 brothers died because of the foolish mistake, bringing a ferocious beast to life. This proves that if you lack wisdom and common sense, even the best skills cannot help you. So now here what he says that the 4 brothers died because of their foolishness, and even after learning good very skills, then even they didn't use their wisdom, they didn't use their knowledge, they didn't use their common sense, that what had been the case if they would take this step. So then here he wants to pass on the message that even though if you master some skills, but still you should have some common sense, otherwise nothing is going to work. At the end of the story, Vital asked Vikramaditya, now tell me, king, which of the 4 brothers was responsible for all the deaths? So this was the question which he usually used to ask Vikramaditya at the end of the story. So here this was the question, and then King Vikramaditya knew the answer. So with the scaredness of getting turned into 1,000 pieces, he was bound to give the reply of this question. So he replied, the fourth brought the lion to life is the guilty one. The others created the flesh, skin and limbs without knowing what kind of animal would be formed. But even after realizing that it was a dangerous lion, the 4th brother wanted to show off his knowledge. Hence, he is responsible for his own and his brother's deaths. So now here, definitely the 4th brother was responsible. Why? Because he only put life into the lion even after seeing the creation, that it is a lion's creation, right? And then it is a creation, it is a lion's body. So then even those 3 brothers, till the time when they had not given the skin, the flesh and the hair and the limbs, they were not knowing that which animal would be created, would be formed. But after seeing the formatted animal, then even that 4th brother put the life into that, which was the biggest mistake of him, which made them into that situation that the lion caught them and ate them one by one. This was indeed the correct answer to the riddle, and Vital vanished. Once again, King Vikramaditya had to try and catch the demon. So this was really the right answer which Vikramaditya gave to Vital. So finally, as per condition, if Vikramaditya gave the right answer, so then Vital would escape from the place, and then Vikramaditya again would have to make efforts to catch Vital. So the same happened. So this was all about today's story. So rest for next class. Thank you.